Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. Pots and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space it out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's close in the counter. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space it out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's close in the counter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Now Cobb to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Saquon Barkley, 56 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With a tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra, that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Hey, take 26. Check right. Watching your car.
And again, it's Rodgers. Caught by Jones. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just get in good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On second down now, it's Jones. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 36-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, it's coming up. Hustle. I got one. Go. Mike 51. Go. I'm trying to collect. 51's the Mike, boy. 51. You gonna see that?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Flushed out right. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll make it 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 30.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
On the run, it's Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On the draw, this is Barkley. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Caught by Cobb. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return will stop right around the 25. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over.
And got his man complete. It's a gain of 34. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 88. 55, Mike 55. Hey, Orbit.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 21 yards there on 3rd down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. He gets this one to Garcon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers to throw once more. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
58, exit. Let's go, let's go. 55.
Now Rodgers. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. As the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead. And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame. The adjustment to the adjustment. Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think? And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It's caught by Bryant. They'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Let's go! Pittsburgh. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Football.
Again, it's Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and 13.
52. Quit talking about it and bring it. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, Heavy.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Bryant. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike's 50, Mike.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he spins through. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll come out in the pistol.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, check.
On 3rd and short, the fullback Burton. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. It's caught by Garcon. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle to Garcon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6.
That's it.
third down. Here's Haskins. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now Haskins on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bucs on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Rodgers going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready? 56, Mike, 56. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Check your hot read. Check. 56, pull it, now. Check.
56.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let him know, let him know.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ready, ready.
Mike's 50.
You get blocked. Screen. You get blocked, man. Now. Echo.
Mike 50.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
Touchdown, Detroit! Jarvis Landry, 75 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 37 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments in this one. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, but now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.